What's up, YouTube? Today I want to make a video about what it's like to lose your parents. Now, a lot of us, when we're young, we think, well, that's a long time. That's never gonna happen, and if it does, that's like 30, 40 years down the road. Well, that's what I thought. And by the time I was 22, I had lost both my parents. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you how I dealt with it and what it's all about and how you get through it. So, here it is. First, I want to start off when I was 18. I was sleeping in my room. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning. My stepdad comes beating on the door. And he comes into my room and he says, "Wake up, wake up." And I said, what's going on? And he's like, "Your mom is dead. Let me see your keys to your car. I need to go to the hospital." I said, "What?" He said, "Your mama's dead. Your mama's dead. Let me see your keys. Let me see your keys." And I give him the keys to my car, and he goes to the hospital to identify the body. What had happened was she had been out all night partying at a bar that she usually don't go to. And somehow she had gotten someone's keys to their truck off the bar. Now, this bar is known for a lot of drug dealers, and they are the owners of the place, actually. So I don't know what happened with that. She actually took a friend with her, but they got separated at the bar sometime in the middle of the night. At 3 o'clock in the morning, she grabs the guy's keys. I don't know why she would have stole the truck. Maybe they was after her. Maybe they was trying to kill her. I don't know. But anyways, she starts driving, and the people that own the truck get in a Corvette, and they're behind her, and they try to run her off the road. She loses control, and she hits very, very small trees, like some kind of brush, and she wasn't wearing a seatbelt, so it slung her out of the truck. And then the police contact my uncle about it, because they found some ID or his phone number in my mom's pocketbook. So they contacted him, and he come and told everyone. Later on, he confirmed it, because we didn't want to believe what my stepdad said was true. We just thought maybe he went crazy and stole my car. I didn't know. But when my uncle came by and told us about it, it was confirmed. And my stepdad actually went in to see the body, and he took a picture with his cell phone of my mom. And he showed that picture to my grandma and me. He wouldn't let my sister see it. I had a 12-year-old sister, and I think like a 4-year-old sister at the time. And looking at that picture, that image, I wish I would have never looked at it, because it is burned into my brain for life. You could see the pain in her eyes. Well, her eyes was closed, but you could see the pain in her face of getting thrown out the window of a truck. You could tell she was in pain when she died. Even, I don't know how long it took her to die, if she died on impact or what, but she was found dead at the site. But you could tell on her face was nothing but pure pain. And This was August the 19th, 2007. That picture will forever be burned into my mind. I don't know what happened to the picture. That phone got gone. The picture got gone. But I wouldn't need to see it again. I'm pretty sure it doesn't even exist anymore. The picture's gone because that phone's gone. But that picture is burned into my brain forever and ever. And I just want to tell anybody, if you do happen to have lose a parent, don't go look at their body until the morgue fixes them up. Do not look at their face and see what pain they are in. Let the morgue fix them and make them look peaceful. Do not look at the pain that they were in, because that will scar you for life, and it did me. And that was August 19, 2007, and I still deal with that image every day. Now, throughout my life, I've had a lot of paranormal activity. I've heard spirits call my name, and I've saw spirits, but I've yet to see or hear from her. So I'm assuming she's up in heaven right now, but it's very hard because she was only 42 years old, and my grandma is like, I cannot believe my youngest daughter is gone. She has 6 kids. Her youngest daughter, 42 years old, is gone. The same age as my mama's daddy died. He died at age 42 as well, from a accidental shotgun shooting himself in the head by accident. But yeah, she died at age 42, and my grandma was like, I cannot believe that little 4-year-old girl in there, talking about my sister, is gonna not have a mama. And it was horrible to deal with. And 3 months went by of this pain and this depression, and it felt like it was never going to end. And then my aunt, I guess she is more depressed than any of us know or realize. So 3 months after my mama died, my aunt actually shot and killed herself with my mom's dress on that my grandma had gave her after she passed. And she wasn't found till 5 days later. And I'm pretty sure my cousin, he went in and he saw his mother's body, my aunt's body, and I don't know how he dealt with it, but I know that image is scarred in his brain as well. So 3 months after my mama had died, her sister, my aunt, had shot herself. So her body was cremated, and at the funeral, when the preacher is saying, and she is preceded in death by a younger sister, and then they name my mother. And I'm just like, I cannot believe all this is happening so fast. Like in 3 months' time, both of these people, both of my loved ones, my mother and my aunt, both in their 40s, in their early 40s, are gone within 3 months. How am I going to deal with this? Okay. A few months go by, and a family friend who grew up with my mom and my family, he kills himself at age 45. Then a month later, my uncle's wife sister died of an overdose. 4 months after that, my uncle's wife dies. So there's another set of sisters that have died. So those two, plus my mom and aunt, plus the family friend that had lived down the road that have died, I had lost 5 people I knew in the span of 11 months. Not even a year. Not even a year. It was just like, wow, another one? And it was horrible. It was horrible. So the pain and the depression, it never went away, and it led to the addictions of Xanax and alcohol. Because to watch your family be torn apart is painful, and when you can do nothing about it, to why the hell not take the edge off and drink you a few cold ones or pop a Xanax? You deserve it, you know? But I'm not telling you to do that, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do to handle the situation. And so 2008 comes to an end. 2009 starts. I'm scared I'm going to lose somebody else. It doesn't happen until 2011. I get a call about my dad. He's sick. He's in the hospital. They say, well, I only see my dad once a year. He's 45 years old. Maybe he'll be okay. Oh, he's really sick. He's really sick. He will not go through the machine to let them run tests on him. He's really sick. His liver is failing, because he used to be an alcoholic his whole life. So then I go to the hospital. I see him, and he looks like he's fine. He's just in a hospital bed, you know. He talks to me like I'm talking to y'all now. Has a normal conversation. And then right after I see him, so yeah, anyway, he's talking to me like I'm talking to y'all. He's in good shape. I mean, besides being in a hospital bed. So a week later, I find out, well, they're going to send him home. And I'm like, well, that's good. And they're like, no, the hospice is going to be out there because he only has like a few days to live. And he literally died 1 week after I went and saw him in the hospital. So I go to his funeral, and I find myself not even being able to cry. Like, I had lost so much people by that time and been through so many deaths that it had just become a common thing for me. And I just blocked it out. I just tried to block it out, and I did not cry at the funeral. I don't know, maybe it was because I didn't see him that much, but once a year, but he was still my dad, and I feel like I should have cried, and I was mad at myself for not crying. But the issue is that I shouldn't be mad at myself for not crying. I should be glad that I didn't cry, because I was strong enough, because I had lost so many people before. So, and I mean, there's been other people in between there, like last January, my great aunt passed away. My great uncle has passed away. Lots of people in my life have passed away. My best friend at 23 years of age has passed away. But losing my mom and dad, you go to looking at your life and you see all your friends and your girlfriend or your boyfriends or whatever you have, and you see them interacting with their mom and dad, or when they get mad at their mom and their dad and they're like, I hate you. I wish you was dead. And I'm like, you do not know how good you got it, man. You do not know how to appreciate your mom and your dad. You need to appreciate them because they're not always going to be here. I lost my mom when she was 42, my dad when he was 45, and a hell of a lot of people in between. But I think the one thing that has kept me going was faith. And you have to have faith in your heart and in your mind that you will see them again. You will be with them again. You will see them again. Wipe the last tears from your eyes because they're smiling down. They want to look over your life and see what you become. See how great you can become. Because now I'm standing here and I have 2 kids of my own. A son and a daughter. And I see what God done. God took my mother and he gave me a daughter. God took my father and he gave me a son. Now I don't know why I can't have them all, but I guess that's just the way life is. Life is short, and losing both parents is depressing to the point where I have tried to kill myself many times. But then you got to realize you got all the time in the world to meet back up with them. When you die, you will spend eternity in heaven with your mother and your father. So let's enjoy the people that we still have in our lives right now. Let's appreciate the people that are still alive. Because as God is my witness, there was a 21-year-old girl that works with my girlfriend on Christmas Day who burned to death in a car wreck. How you think her family brought in the New Year's? Death is one thing you never see coming. Appreciate the people that is in your life right now. If your mom or your dad is still around, appreciate them, hug them, show them love. Because you might have to bury them sooner than you think. Keep your faith high. Pray every night. You will never forget, but you gotta believe. This has been the Reputation Killer, and my prayers go out to anybody that is dealing with this pain. Just stay strong and know you will see those angels again one day.